Celtic player Kyogo is miles away from being fit, says Celtic manager. It's fair to say the Celtic FC visit to Easter Road on Sunday lunchtime is a huge match for both teams involved. On the one hand, Celtic have a chance to turn what was a 6-point deficit as we emerged from the winter break into a 12-point turnaround and a 6-point lead in the Scottish Premiership title race ahead of the Rangers' home clash with Motherwell later in the afternoon. Meanwhile, former Celtic star Shaun Maloney's Hibs were put into a New Year's tailspin following a 2-0 defeat at Celtic Park in January. And didn't win for 6 league games until last week's 2-0 home win against Ross County. A corner turned? Possibly, however, considering what happened to their performances after the last time they faced Celtic, Maloney and Hibs will be nervous about Celtic's visit to Easter Road on Sunday. Hibs, however, have a former player fighting their corner, and Tam McManus, speaking on PLZ Soccer, has issued a challenge to Celtic ahead of this tie, as he feels the impact of Thursday's decision to send out a shadow team and ultimately conceded European football for another year could have a negative impact on Celtic's domestic momentum, something he feels was starting to crumble already. McManus states he feels the signs are there that Celtic's intense style of play is now having an impact on performances, stating Celtic are now flagging as the season reaches the business end. It will only work if they beat Hibs on Sunday, the decision to rest players on Thursday. If they don't beat Hibs on Sunday, then there will be serious questions being asked about why he gave up the ghost against Bodo Glimt. When that team came out, every Celtic fan must have thought, we've chucked it, we're not interested in this competition. If he goes and gets a result against Hibs on Sunday, then people will say it was the right decision to rest players. There was no guarantee, even if Celtic played their strongest team, that they would get a result. I thought they, Bodo Glimt, were the better side across the 2 legs. Celtic aren't flagging physically, although we have been conceding more goals of late, and that perhaps has given an indication the hoops are treading water. However, that's not been the case. The manager has rotated the squad well during games, and the team has been going to the end when the opposition have been the ones out on their feet. Celtic have scored late winners against Dundee United and Dundee of late, and at Pittodrie, having led 2-0, were pegged back to 2-2 only for Hotter to immediately grab a winning goal. Those are signs Celtic have plenty of physical and mental strength even at this stage of the season. Kyogo is in a race to be fit for Celtic's next game against the Sevco, after manager Ange Postecoglou admitted the Japanese forward is miles away from full fitness. The 27-year-old has not been seen since Boxing Day after injuring his hamstring in the 3-1 victory over St Johnstone. With 16 goals for Celtic already to his name, Furuhashi is clearly Celtic's main forward, and while Daizen Maeda and Georgios Giakoumakis have scored goals for Celtic in his absence, Postecoglou is eager to have the £4.6 million signing from Vissel Kobe available sooner rather than later. David Turnbull is almost back in training, but Kyogo is nowhere near it, Postecoglou reported. Celtic take on Sevco on Sunday, April 3rd, and with their lead over the defending champions just 3 points, it is clear that the 2 remaining matches against each other will be crucial in deciding the destination of the title. Sunday's match is set to be a brilliant game. Hibs have won their last 2 encounters, and Celtic is on a grand form run. The Celtic manager will be looking for a response from his players, although it will be a changed team compared to the 11 he names midweek. Former Celtic player, now Hibs manager, Maloney faces his struggles heading into the match, which is a must-win for Celtic to maintain, or stretch, their advantage at the top come Sunday night. Celtic are set to welcome Ideguchi back to the squad after he missed midweek's tie. He is not registered in Celtic's European squad. David Turnbull and Kyogo are not due back for some time. They are set to miss the match. Postecoglou will likely field his star names, with many being named on the bench in Norway. Maloney faces the headache of 9 first-team players out. Although most are not regular starters, the new manager will likely rely on youth players to fill the matchday squad. I will go for a Celtic win. The score, to be 3-0 Celtic. What do you think, Celtic fans? Tell me in the comments. And on that note, have a great day.
lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party. Roll up to the party, roll up to the